Where's Nathan? Oh, that's all. Who's the news for? My freedom. Take my freedom. What up, gang? Yeah, I'm back. I'm streaming tonight. I'm streaming tonight for sure. I've been mad, like, out the way recently. I was in LA. My throat hurt. Pause. What y'all on? Yeah, how y'all like that verses, man? That boy Bow Wow owe me 20,000. 20 bands. I'm about to take it off him, but Jermaine Dupri was back there, you know what I mean? That's the OG. But Bow Wow owed me 20 bands, man. Playing with me. That boy was playing with me. How I feel about Nicki and Lil Kim doing the verses. I was reading the comments about that. I gotta go back in the Lil Kim's catalog because I think Nicki wins, and I want to say easily, but I feel that's disrespectful to Lil Kim. So I'm gonna talk about that on stream tonight. We're gonna play it out track by track, and we're gonna see if Lil Kim got a legit chance to beat Nicki Minaj. I don't know. I think Nicki just wins. Somebody say, you in what area? Let's race. You don't want to race with him. Nicki would smoke him easily. That's what I'm thinking, but I feel that sound disrespectful. That sound disrespectful if I say that. So let me look at the songs. I'm gonna go song for song before. Yo, who y'all thought won the Soulja Boy and Bow Wow shit? I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is how it's crazy with like being there at the verses. So I had my phone too right on the side, so I was watching the online comments. But I'm there in the venue, and I'm playing the music. And truth be told, other than when Bow Wow brought out, he brought out Brat, he brought out, I think JD came and did some shit with him. It was pretty much so deaf, you know what I mean? By the way, salute to that nigga DJ Just. That nigga was definitely going. They were doing a tour set. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Them niggas was finishing each other words, pointing at each other. I'm like, oh shit, these niggas got a whole set. But anyway, the crowd was mostly rocking a Draco. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being inside the venue, there was a crowd. You know what I mean? The crowd was rocking a Draco. I kid you not, because Draco's songs was more. I'm calling him Draco, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy's songs were more lit, like Gucci bandana, Gucci, like he had them songs that would get you lit in the moment. Bow Wow songs were way more nostalgic and just brought you to a special time probably of your childhood, like Lil Bow Wow. You just don't know. Like what was the other joint did? Did the other shit from yeah, all that shit. Anyway, you said Bow Wow won easily. So Billboard scored it. I think Billboard said it was 11-9. And I've seen people say, like, you know, it's interesting against the first verses I've ever done. But, like, there was so much shit that was on the fly. So he texted me a ton of songs, right? The original plan, and salute to DJ Charisma, right? I think Soulja Boy thought I wasn't going to come through. So he really had, like, all right, cool. He told me to come through publicly, and we texted. But he also had a backup DJ, right? And then, you know, like, I thought it was cool of him too. Like he could have told like nah, I'm slack, doing whatever. And he was like, yo, how about you do the first half of the songs, and Ak will do the second half of the songs. You feel me? And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll MC the whole shit though in terms of DJ. You get me? And then when it comes to the second half, I'll do whatever, right? But the song list that he gave me, it had more songs on it. It had Booty Meat, Birdwalk. What else? What else we forgot? 300. That's the song I really wanted to play, but Chief Keef was outside the venue, wouldn't let him in. I don't know for what reason. Bow Wow got all his people in, because I never seen Romeo. I was there early. I did sound check and everything. We ain't seen no Romeo. But no, actually, he did sneak in. He snuck in, like, he had all type of shit. He had, like, a little sweatsuit on. And he did a little run-through. But some of the, like, we never saw the Brat there. And she just popped up. But French came for Soulja. He got on later. They would not let Sosa in, man. I wanted 300 to play. Somebody said, why Bow Wow diss me? Bruh, it's a difference between a diss and playing around, bro. Like, everybody having fun. You don't see the shit that Soulja Boy is saying to Bow Wow or Bow Wow saying to Soulja Boy. Bro, it's all fun. You know what I mean? I know sometimes y'all might think I'm sensitive. Like, I'm not sensitive like that. You feel me? Like, even with me, like, reacting to the Meek comment, I'm not sensitive. If Meek cracked a joke, I wouldn't be mad. But Meek always talking like this whole gangster shit. Like, I'm sick of it when that nigga just keep with these gangster overtones in front of, like, millions of people. Bro, stop it, bro. Like, nobody want to hear that no more. You 39. We don't want to hear you keep insinuating gangster shit. You didn't do nothing to me. Stop it. If he was cracking jokes, I crack jokes. But this whole thing that you trying to get your tough card off, insinuating like you this tough gangster, bro, stop it. We live in a real world. Meek Mill, you're a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. We're doing good in life. You're not sending the killers. You know what I mean? Like, just relax, bro. Put your album out. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, no. Bow Wow was joking though. Bow Wow was joking, and obviously, you know, again with me, I can't really snap back because this is a versus of Soulja Boy and Bow Wow. This ain't Soulja Boy, Bow Wow, Akademiks. For whatever reason, I just kind of got twisted up in the narrative of it. But you know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed it for both of them brothers. Whoever y'all want to think won, I think the winner was really the acknowledgement of both of them. A couple years ago, every time Bow Wow name came up, niggas used to laugh at Bow Wow. Let's be honest. When Bow Wow name came up, niggas would always clown him. Always have jokes for him. Saying he broke, saying he this. Bow Wow challenge. That night, niggas was standing up, clapping. Everybody was giving us flowers as a legend he is. You gotta realize both of them young men, they're in their early 30s and have had a career at least of 15 years. You get me? So you gotta give them niggas credit. So whoever you want to think win, I don't think nobody blew nobody out. I don't think Soulja blew out this sound wild with me saying it. I don't think Soulja completely annihilated him, and I don't think Bow Wow completely annihilated him. And also, I could tell, them niggas got a bag off it, man. Like, them niggas was joking around, like, they knew what boundaries to set, they knew what type of disrespect they was gonna give, they knew what to roll off the shoulders. All fun and games. It was for the audience. So that's why you gotta take it as such. It was a really good night, to be honest. I saw a lot of people there. The most surprising person who I saw there, I don't know if he in here, I saw Troy Ave up in the building. Troy Ave was there cooling. BSB in the building, man. But there's mad people there. A lot more that's even coming hasn't came to my mind right now. But I thought it was good. You know, I thought it was good. And if you wonder why I felt the need to be a part of that, is because, you know, I won't say necessarily the early 2000s when, like, you know, obviously, you know, niggas like Bow Wow and Soulja Boy kicked off. But for the new generations of musicians, especially I'm going to say 2010 or let's say 2012 and on, I feel some way, somehow, I've been instrumental in, you know what I mean, helping their career or, you know, helping give them a spotlight. And I want to see the younger artists get into verses, you know what I mean, on a fun level, you know what I mean? Or it could be competitive too, who cares? But for me, I had to see that, to see the new generation. I know y'all might be like Soulja and whatever, not new generation, but they represent the young niggas still. Like, Soulja's mad influential, so, you know, I felt that was a dope moment that I wanted to and needed to be a part of, and I was definitely, I was glad that he invited me, so that was cool. What else have been going on with? Chief Keef made me famous. I love Keef, man. I wish Keef could have came out. You know, Keef would have came out on some real ghetto shit. I think that would have swayed the verses in Soulja Boy, in Soulja Boy's behalf. This is why. Not only I love the song 300, right? Not only that, But in reality, when it comes to Soulja, like, we really forget all the artists he really had impact on. When with Bow Wow, he had a great entertainment career, not only in music but in TV and film. But we don't really see the impact and the influence of his music on the newer artists. With Soulja Boy, you do. So you have another legend who could do his own verses, who got mad other kids that Soulja helped, give a spotlight to, right? I'm not saying Soulja made Keith. If that moment had happened, I think Soulja would have got it. And I'm going to keep it real with you, even though I think, Bow Wow had all his ducks in the order when it came to guests. Yo, Nicki Minaj sent that song to his manager during the verses. Like, the first song on Soulja's list was Make It Clap, right? And when we played it, French was supposed to be already in the building. So French was going to perform with him off top. They wasn't letting French in the building, or like it was something going on. So that's why they played that song 3 times. They played it once, just Soulja. Then French comes, they play it again. Or did they do the Nicki one then? No, yeah, they did the Nicki one. The Nicki one, I think Nicki was just at home watching the shit and just emailed the manager with the song. All of a sudden, the manager started getting excited. It's like, yo, we got the shit. We got it. Turn the airdrop on. Come on. I'm like, oh, shit. So, the time when we played that song, Soulja Boy heard it from the first time. I'm hearing it for the first time. Everybody's hearing it for the first time. Like, nobody knew even if on the song she's saying some whatever. Which, obviously, she probably won't, But it was a good time, good vibes. And I could tell for both gentlemen, it was a really positive experience. So I don't know, like the versus element, which we used to think about it in terms of, oh, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, you might get embarrassed. I don't even think that was some embarrassing shit for nobody. But anyway, what else I got going on? Certified Lover Boy. Yo, Boom, what's up with you, my nigga? What? Talk about 6. What happened with 6ix9ine? He had a show yesterday, I think. I was in there. I think it was in Houston. I haven't talked to him yet today, so I don't know what happened. I see, yo, y'all be hitting me like I'm his manager. I don't know what's going on, brother. I don't know what's going on. 6ix9ine is self-managed, okay? So if something happened with the show, I'm pretty sure, he'll. I know he cares about his fans, so he'll definitely speak on it. But I don't know exactly what happened. Apparently, he did not perform. I see everybody from Houston was hitting me up like they expected me to give them refunds. I'm like, nigga, I don't know what y'all got going on down there. But I'm pretty sure he'll address whatever that happened or make it right somehow with the fans. Again, I think 6ix9ine's at the point of his career where, like, I tell that nigga every day, put out music. For whatever reason, tell me you don't want to put out music. I bet. Listen, I've been in this shit for mad long. I tell every artist, I see artists come and go. There's no artist that ever is that different, okay? Nobody breaks the mold. Everybody, this entertainment shit is unforgiving. Fame, fleeting. Don't ever think that you that nigga for life. You gotta keep working, gotta keep doing shit. He got a lot of shit against him, blackballing, people ain't gonna playlist him, this, that, and third. A lot of people don't fuck with him. But you're blessed with a large number of people that are your fans that a lot of mainstream niggas don't have. You gotta keep feeding them, you gotta keep doing your thing. And you'll always be good just with your own ecosystem. I don't know, We'll figure it out. Oh, she's at the cops. But I think the I don't know why the fuck this show got canceled. I don't know. Did he show up? My overall takeaway, at least for now, is that he will address it. Because you have to the fans are the only thing keeping you alive. You can't have the fans disappointed or upset. And I'm pretty sure there was a good explanation. I don't know if he felt ill. I don't know, whatever. Who knows? I don't know. Sometimes it's business. Sometimes, you make an agreement with a promoter or a venue and all of a sudden they're not willing to fulfill whatever the agreement is. You show up, they don't got your back end, they don't whatever. And I know fans are like, well, you should always hop on stage with us. But a lot of times promoters and venues will use your love for your fans against you and really play you. So I don't know what the situation is. I'm pretty sure he will, address all that. But if you ask me, I think he should be a little bit more active. You gotta be a little, this entertainment shit. I'm seeing the crazy shit happen now. I'm seeing niggas flaming hot 4 months ago, ice cold today. Like, shit is happening quick. So, to be honest, that's why I think, like, I've been telling people, I'm like, Young Boy is almost the model of the new age rapper. Lil Baby can't do the same thing, but he don't do this much. Young Boy really low key got so hot by putting out music every week. You know what I mean? Like that nigga fed his fans to the point that nigga get locked up. He's still number one on YouTube. I don't know how the fuck. But you gotta be. I personally think that, but we'll see. So I said, I'm gonna get my 20K, don't worry. Yeah, bro, I really don't know what happened, though. I don't know what happened. I do know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Alright, and this is objective. I haven't spoken to him at all, so don't be like thinking I'm giving no inside information. I haven't talked to him at all. I do think 6ix9ine has one of the best fan bases. Compared to the regular rap ticket price and compared to his shit that he be selling, his shit is like 5 times more. And people bought him. Like, trust me. Like, no disrespect to Young Boy, but Young Boy fans did not spend $100 on a general admission ticket. I'm telling y'all the facts. And Young Boy fans, don't get mad at me now. Don't get mad at me. I know why I be better, but don't get mad at me. I'm telling y'all the truth. And I spent $100 on no fucking general admission. Okay? Y'all spend $35, $8.40, $50's good. But with $100, y'all niggas want a meet and greet. Y'all want a sandwich. Y'all niggas want to go kick it with a tour bus. You want to roll dice with a nigga. I know y'all niggas, man. Stop playing. So, thoughts on Fulio and Youngboy? Yeah, I'm going to figure out why they beefing. I'm going to watch some videos on stream tonight. I didn't know they were beefing like that. Yo, Boom, were you in LA, bro? I was in LA, man. I was in LA cooling. I'm lagging. My bad, I'm driving right now. Oh, and I just drive through like a really bad part for like Wi-Fi. Yeah, Hidalgo was a really good look. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, at the Hidalgo concert, I was very surprised. Like, me and 6ix9ine have these conversations all the time. I keep telling him, I'm like, listen, bro. The reason why you're gonna be pulling, like, first of all, you have a great Hispanic audience. If half these rappers had an audience like you, they'll just disappear off the map. They don't care. Your Hispanic audience is so loyal. They're so supportive. They'll pay a lot of money to fuck with you. You're gonna be rich always. You're gonna be set. Hidalgo, I didn't think, like, in reality, the people paying for him to perform now is because they've never seen him perform. Like, 6ix9ine has never done more than 20 shows in the United States, period. You get me? So, most of the fans now never saw him perform in 2017 and 2018 when he was hot. So now it's like, and we just went through a quarantine for like a year and a half. Now is the first time they're able to see him perform. So that's going to happen. But you know what I tell them? I said, listen, after you do every place once, because they're going to see, all right, they've seen the enigma that is you. After that, you gotta put out some more music. You know what I mean? Because they've heard you perform Billy. They've heard Kuda, Gummo. They've heard all that shit now. the way how everybody stays touring is that you got to keep new music out. You got to keep new music floating to the top. Got to keep a hit. That's how it goes. That's why I told you I started giving. I'm not saying Soulja Boy could tour like 6ix9ine at all, but I give a nigga like Soulja Boy credit because put like this: Soulja Boy's catalog got 20 hits on it, right? And when I mean hits, I'm not talking about all #1 songs. Got 20 dope ass songs on it, right? But put like this: you always need that new song to get the crowd in front of you that you can perform the other 20 songs. Nobody's gonna keep showing up for you to hear Crank That. Like, why the fuck would we want to hear Crank That if you're performing it? If that's your big song every single time, you know what I mean? So with Soulja, he's been fortunate enough when niggas write him off, like he usually gets one, just like French Montana. French Montana got 20 hits, but anytime French get a little cold, he come with a big smash song, and that smash song bring him back on tour or get him booked some places, and then he at the venue performing 25 other hits. It's not good enough for me since I left. Yeah, all that shit, man. Man, y'all are upset. It looked like everybody who went to the concert is up in this live. Like, y'all are hitting me like y'all want real answers. I have no fucking clue. I know he was in Mexico. He was with dude from the Nelt Boys, right? I think it's him, right? Steve will do it. They were kicking in Mexico. They were having a good time. I don't know. We need to break Shotty out. Oh my god. And also, let's evaluate. You see, you gotta be fair in everything. I don't know the reason why he didn't perform. But let's also say this. Let's say he didn't perform, and I'm making this up. I don't fucking know. Let's say the ticket sales weren't that good. And by the way, I don't know if it was. Like, from what I think I asked about that show, and they said that the tickets are moving. I asked previously. Since my man Murphy, I asked him. I said, how tickets going for that? He said, it's just moving, actually. I said, all right, cool. I was gonna go to the show anyway, but I like to see my homies do well. You feel me? Cause like the day my niggas flop, it's hard for me to give them tough love. I think me and Ugly Guy relationship went south when I had to admit he wasn't hot no more. Like the nigga, it's like he wanted me to lie for him. I couldn't. You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's like, yo, could you stop using me as examples of niggas who like not popping? And I'm like, nigga, you're the example. I'm sorry, brother. I love you though. You know what I mean? But and like I wasn't trying to pick on him. And speaking of which, how many times I use Lil Pump as an example? Me and Pump talked 2 nights ago on the phone. You know what I told Pump? I said, Pump, you need one right now. You need one. Nigga, I'ma always tell, I don't know who be surrounding most of these artists, but if any of them have any type of relationship with me where we could get on the phone and talk, nigga, I will never lie to you. I told Pump, I said, Pump, you need one right now. I said, Pump, I fuck with you. I fuck with you like I've been a big part of your career. I said, when you gonna drop your next song, hit me up. If I like it, whatever. I said, man, I'll help you hype the song up. Cool. Because I want to see you win. But I ain't never gonna lie to you and act like you don't need one at the moment. I remember when I told him he needed one, and he came with one with Kanye, and he came with the Coronel Now joint. Bro, this is music. One hit only lasts you 8 months. That's how it goes. Time moves. That's what people don't realize. I understand this because I've been relevant in this shit for 10 fucking years. Well, not 10 years. Well, ever since Chirac shit started. And not one time do I ever just walk out and be like, oh, well, I did all this, so nobody should even care. No, nigga. On every single day, I'm like, I bet. How we about to take this shit over? Strategic moves. I'm like, all right, every move I do gotta touch the culture. I bet. Niggas ain't see me DJ. Fuck it, I'm about to DJ verses. Let's do it. Nigga, I don't gotta do that. But nigga, I'm not no nigga who's gonna be like, yeah, y'all remember I'm the Warren Chirac guy. I'll be irrelevant. I'll be washed up. I keep telling these rappers, if your last hit ain't in the last 8 months, you need one. Expeditiously. I tell every rapper that. Especially the new ones. Because they songs don't be on radio that long. See, Roddy Ricch's song was on radio. He don't need one for like a year and a half. Most of these niggas' songs, niggas bumping for 2 weeks, and then whatever. Now, certain artists, they'll always have that fan base could come and go whatever. Like a nigga like Cardi could come and go whatever. It's not the song's on the fucking radio. But he came in at a special time. He's like one of the, I call him one of really the godfathers of this whole SoundCloud era. You feel me? He's fine, but for the most part, these artists, I tell them all, y'all need to get another hot song. Y'all need another song to keep it moving. And I keep telling people, especially when it comes to these shows, I wasn't dissing Coyle Ray. I like Coyle Ray. But Coyle Ray and a few other artists, they're social media entities. There's mad people popular on social media that people don't, like, is the same amount of people don't check for the music. You get me? And that's usually seen when shows come up. Because everybody I posted Coyle Ray and Pressa. It's one of the most commented pictures or videos on my page. People love talking about them. Could Coyle Ray sell out an audience for 5,000? And if she sees this, no disrespect, she cannot. She's more of a social media star than a musical star at the moment. When she gets a song to match that level, it's going to be special. But let me tell you this. Artists are surrounded by yes men. Yo, when artists hear me tell the truth, it cuts like, it cuts. My bad. Where am I at? That bum ass nigga Ruri just left. My pool guy just drove out as soon as I was coming in. Yeah, I know where I'm at. Who the fuck is this? Cooling. Anyway, back at the crib. But yeah, man, I'm telling y'all the truth about this rap shit, man. Yeah, I'm going to go live on Twitch later. Listen. Hey, 6IX9INE knows if and I don't think he's not at that point yet, though. I think he got to put out, I've been telling him this, just put out music, you're good. You got to put out music. You feel me? I personally think, he's a little gun shy of certain shit. Bruh, this is circumstances that's placed in front of you. You're blackballed. Your last song, Zaza, which is, by the grace of God, that's how actually lit he is. It charted. Your next song might not chart. It probably won't chart. Bruh, probably, there's no industry support for you. You gotta swallow your pride and just keep working, bro. That's how it goes. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, and I'm gonna compare. I talked to Tory. Tory know he being blackballed, and Tory said some of the dopest shit to me. And I never thought a nigga like Tory would say this, because I remember, and I even use an example. I remember Wale. Wale had got mad at Complex because he felt like because of the years he put into this rap game, he was owed a mention or a whatever. And I've heard that,
Certain artists, they feel entitlement based on what they've done. Tory knows he's been blackballed, and this is the craziest and dopest thing. Tory said to me, Ak, it's fine. I know I went all up this hill. I got to the top. I was about to take over if that shit ain't happen. But you know what he said to me? He said, yo, Ak, I'm willing to work like an unsigned artist. He said, nigga, I'm funding every video myself. I'm shooting them. I'm making music every day. I'm going to do this shit. And when I do this shit with no industry help, the industry eventually going to come back around. And when they do come back around, I'm going to be 10 times bigger. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse to not do something. And shit, Tory just dropped that joint with the baby. It didn't chart. If he wasn't blackballed, it would chart. They got my nigga really blackballed. He don't make no mistakes about it. Like he made one rant about it. It was like, damn, yo, it's kind of fucked up how y'all doing me, but he just keep going. He said, yo, and we use an example. We both agree on this example. Niggas don't realize NBA YoungBoy was blackballed at one point. I was at Complex. I remember the week that he body slammed this girl. Every media outlet, everybody who had anything to do with YoungBoy, when he did that shit, he got locked up for beating this girl, whatever. Everybody just dropped it. Any press he had, everybody just, whoa, we can't talk about this nigga. Bro, that's domestic violence. Nobody wanted to fuck with him. You know how YoungBoy defeated that? Remember, he got locked up, whatever? YoungBoy was dropping music every week on YouTube. Music. Song. Don't worry about the numbers. Fuck the numbers for a while. You know what ended up happening? YoungBoy got so hot, the same motherfuckers who blackballed him came back around and needed him. He was so hot, he had the people. He had the people that DSPs look stupid. What all the kids listen to? You're not going to playlist what all the kids listen to? You're dumb. So you know what they did? They silently just, fuck it. We back on the YoungBoy train. All the artists who was acting like they wasn't trying to fuck with him, oh, we need him for a feature. YoungBoy did it. So that's why I say to, there's artists getting blackballed. Artists do get blackballed. But that can't be a reason to stop. It's going to be a true test of yourself. You could get the entitlement thing to say, well, I had number ones, I had this. So, I'm not about to keep dropping music if I'm not going to get that support and my shit might not hit the charts no more. No, nigga, you got to keep doing it. As I said, that's why I like what Tory told me. Tory said, dog, I don't care. He says, right now I'm building straight with my fans. I'm going to keep dropping. I see my numbers just keep going up. But this is all organic, all independent, all me. He said, whenever the industry come back around, because I'm going to handle that shit, shit's going straight now. When they come back around, I'm going to be bigger than I ever was. I give him a lot of credit because he's not using ego. He's not using disappointment to be an excuse to not work harder. If you're an artist that got blackballed, you hear how I talk about some of these like record labels and this and third. You think they don't try to get me out of here? I work harder. I'm sorry. Nigga, I work harder than nigga, you could add up anybody in, I don't even want to single out like media companies. You could add up everybody in them offices, all hundreds of them. I, single person, work harder than all of them combined. That's a fact. Still do it. So when you get to that point, there is no obstacle for you, but hard work is only the thing that's going to bring you through it. You got to grind harder. I'm telling you. You got to get to the point. Listen, I remember in life, it's been my approach too. For whatever they don't give me, I'm going to either make myself or force them to give me. That's why no matter when people think I might not like Jay, I love how Jay came in the game. Niggas didn't want to give him a record deal. Nigga made his own label. Now they was trying to sign his record label. Come on. You got to keep working and keep grinding. This music industry is not owed to nobody. And everybody comes in and have a moment, thinks they're special or more special than the next. But you're not. Because 6 months later, there's a new nigga who looks and sounds a lot like you and has a little bit new of a wave and a more boppity bop song They're always gonna be the next one. You could get lost in the shuffle. I'm telling you, I be looking up some of the niggas I used to cover 2-3 years ago and wonder what they're doing for work. Them niggas ain't want it. And that's why, like, them niggas, I can't really talk to them. Because me, I'm the most successful I've ever been. Y'all see the houses. Y'all see everything I got going on. And I'm hungry. Nah, no jokes. I really want this shit. I want more. I want 5 houses. I just feel like I'm at the tip of I just started. So me, I want to grind harder. I want to work harder. Like, I know some of y'all might be like, yo, act like you've been chilling. Yo, and y'all gonna see in this last 4 months been the most frustrating months in probably like 6 years of my life. And it's not like I'm having something bad going on. It's like I'm playing waiting games because now I'm dealing with a lot of corporations. I'm playing a lot of waiting games. I want to announce a bunch of shit. I want to start a bunch of shit, but everybody's like, oh, let's do, you know. So like, it's frustrating for me, but the work never stops. You got to keep going. So, you know, my conversations with anyone, whether it's from Pump, nobody care about Gucci Gang no more. Nobody care about Gummo no more. I'm telling all these artists, whatever your first song is, if your hot song was in 2017, nobody care. We care if your last song ain't lit to bring out people this year, nobody give a fuck. I'm telling everybody that. You feel me? So, I see the artists who are determined to be around, they adjust. Pump don't want to be, Pump don't, this is between me and y'all. When I talk to Pump, he still got that hunger in his voice. He don't want to be the example that J. Cole was talking about on 1985. I could tell that nigga understand that song. He don't want that shit to be right. You feel me? So he really, like, he tell you, like, he want to have another moment, another run. He want that crazy shit to happen. He don't want to go out like that song predicted it. You got to respect it. You feel me? When I talk to 6, I try to tell him, I said, nigga, you lit right now, you gonna get a lot of shows, but let me tell you this, in a matter of conversation in music, you aren't in the conversation at the moment. All that other bullshit, like this and this, nobody give a fuck about that. Like, nobody cares. Like, this is 2021. You gotta get back in the music conversation. And look how, and it don't matter with charting. If you make the narrative all about charting, you're gonna embarrass yourself. That's the thing. Sometimes you could talk yourself into shit that you now become gun shy about. Like, if you gonna brag, when I get on Instagram Live, I get 1 million, blah, blah, blah. All right, nigga, there's gonna be a time you don't get 1 million. What you gonna do? Not get back on there? It's gonna be a time where you only getting 50,000. That's what happens. Like, that's life. You can't make that be the thing holding you back. You gotta fuck it. That's how life goes. You ride the highs, and when you're in the lows, you prepare for another high. It's like a roller coaster. You get me? Like, you can't, like, but like, I don't want niggas think this is like it's not a 6ix9ine thing. This is, I tell all these artists, because sometimes I know they get in their own way. And also, sometimes it's hard to see the forest from the trees. Sometimes they don't like, every artist is in their own world. When they go out, niggas is playing their music just because they're there. Their whole team is playing their music because that's your team. They might not understand, bro, the regular people have not bumped you in a minute. Like, I want to call a specific artist. I ain't told myself. Like, there's artists I've talked to who they still think their music is being bumped. I'm like, nobody's playing music, dog. You're hearing it when you go to the club because you probably bought like hella bottles. They're playing your shit because you gave them money. I'm sorry. But you're not just in regular places just hearing music coming out of cars. You know? So, I'm just telling people, and then also, I see Ray up in here. What's good with you? There's a difference between, I see a lot of the new artists trying to do it. Y'all not Cardi, and y'all not Nicki. Like, Nicki could go on a 10-year break, just come back, do what you want. That's a legend who's solidified. Like, Drake could do that. Chris Brown could do that. Y'all new niggas, man, y'all niggas is on respectfully, an 18-month clock. From the moment you get hot to the moment we looking at you as washed up. And if you don't give us another reason for us to care, you being that washed up pot, it's over. So I'm watching all these artists, and I told y'all coming into really last year, but this year too. I think last year I said, yo, this is gut check time for a lot of artists. I'm telling y'all, go. We could look at XXL freshmen. Some of these niggas have never been. You have to wonder how, like, what job are they doing now? It's not rap. These niggas are not getting booked. Go look at Rolling Loud. Look how much niggas who was lit in 2017 you see on Rolling Loud. What? They're not booking no other shows otherwise. What are they doing? They're not. I know how this music shit work. You get an advance check. You're not getting time to. You're not getting money for clocking into a studio. You get an advance checks to deliver albums, and then you get a back end, you get your royalties, you get your publishing. Nigga, if you're not selling music, your shit's not streaming, your label don't want to put out no album from you, how are you getting money? So that's why I be looking at the people who y'all still see with verified signs and a bunch of followers, but they fell off. I'm like, what is their current job? There's nothing they're doing. I know they're not doing nothing. And I know some of them, they know they're out of music, but some of them, a lot of musicians, I'm saying this is a fact, they're too egotistical to swallow their own pride. Because, unfortunately, hip-hop is based on facades. So when an artist gets lit, when an artist is whatever, if an artist is gangster, he drills that home into fans' heads, and you live with that. They can't humble themselves to say, yo, it's not 2 years ago. It's not 3 years ago. It's just different. I got to now move this way and start grinding back from the bottom up. It's going to look crazy, so they say, fuck it, I'd rather not do it. You ever ask why mad artists don't put out music? Like, we're not talking about 6IX9INE. Just any artist, like artists you love, like, oh wait. And I'm talking about the ones who, like, you just don't know what they do. I'm not talking about like a Cardi, because I think Cardi's just a special like unicorn who knows he can put out music whenever, and them little Cardi fans gonna love it no matter what, or at least they're gonna check it out. They might not love it, but they're gonna check it out all the time. But you ever be like, yo, wait, why so and so put out music? Some of these niggas are in their own head. I've had a conversation, and again, I don't want to call out specific artists because I don't want the artists to get mad at me and be like, oh, I use music example. But I tell all these artists, put out music. They give me 59 million reasons why they want to put out music. I'm just waiting. Nigga, you've been waiting for 2 years. Why don't you put out music? But I know why they don't put out music. They don't want to tell me. But they don't got to tell me. They don't have to tell me. I know it. Nigga, they know they're not as hot as they were. They know it's not gonna. One artist told me, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I won't call his name. It says Ak. He said, I'm not gonna put out music, and this is a real. I respect it. He said, because I don't want to end up on your page where everybody's clowning me for selling 2,000 copies. And I said, damn, if that's the mindset that is dictating how y'all could keep making a living, bro, you gotta swallow that pride or work around it. Nigga, drop EPs, drop singles, do something else. Like, nigga, you gonna not drop music? What the fuck is up with y'all? You have to do some shit. You have to put stuff out. I just know as a fact. Yo, the artist told me, said, I don't want to put out music. And by the way, let me give y'all some cool ass tricks. Yo, you think that Tory probably don't realize with all the non-industry support, it's going to be hard for him to really do. He used to do 70K every time he dropped. This is before he got blackballed. Bro, he blackballed now. He dropped his singles. He make a nice video. He get it hyped. It's talked about on social media. People know he can rap. They fuck with him. But he probably staying away from albums. You know what he said on Instagram? Yo, I'm going to give y'all these capsules. You know when a nigga say capsule, yo, we're not gonna look at the numbers. It's like a couple of songs. It's not even like an EP. Like, it's a couple of songs. You get the numbers thing out of here. But you know what the thing is? His fans ain't gonna be like, yo, Tory not giving us music because he's scared of flop. Nah, bro, you gotta put this shit out. Artists getting their own way. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth right now. Who my favorite rapper? Drake, nigga. Come on, man, stop playing. And by the way, Because I know somebody's gonna clickbait this shit and be like, "Oh, this is Act talking about 6ix9ine." No, I don't think 6ix9ine is there, but I am telling him actively, put out music soon. You need to put out music soon. Like, I don't want to hear the excuses. Put out music soon. This year, I felt these are honest opinions. And this is why, you know what I mean? Listen, I was Act before there was a 6ix9ine, and I'm gonna be Act even after. This year, there's been a shift in how I believe 6ix9ine is viewed. The people who love 6ix9ine love him as a person. They love him for being funny. They love that he's Hispanic. They love all these non-musical things about him. The music is second or tertiary. And at the height, 2018, it was neck and neck. You thought he was funny as shit, but then he also had the hottest song or the dopest line that you would say. That's what happened. You feel me? So, you know, that's the change. I feel like his audience now, they just love him because they know he's like a troll and a character. That's interesting because what happens then is people start looking at you not really in the music industry. They just look at you like you're fucking Jake Paul with a Twitter or Jake Paul with an Instagram. And especially when the industry ignores you, that's how it's going to be the view. Like, they stop almost looking at you like a musician. So you can still win by doing that. And I think he has a huge fan base. But if you want to be in the music shit, you got to put out music. I think he should be putting out a song every month. Every month. Don't care if it charts. Every month. Song. Next month. Song. Next month. Song. Also, read the room. You got to be able to tell, I get it. Listen, you know how much I don't like them niggas, Ruri and Millie Mo, but I ain't gonna sit here and keep talking about them. You know why? For whatever reason, they got a lot of sympathy points from whatever happened with Joe. I'm not gonna keep promoting them. I said, that's what you did with Dirk. Dirk did the best thing. He honed up all the energy of hate you gave to him, and he came with the music and flipped everybody onto his side. So that was fucking brilliant. You gotta learn when to let shit go and don't use your energy to fuel other people's shit. I literally want to diss them two stooges every day, but I don't want to use my energy to help them. I hate them niggas so much. I don't want them to succeed. You feel me? And I know talking about them constantly is going to probably help them succeed. You see how that work? So I let them niggas do what they do, and in time it will tell. Listen, because you know what the craziest thing is? Anyway. Speak on Meek's album. I want to hear that shit. Somebody told me something about how the Meek album was sounding. And I'm not going to say who. But I want to hear how Meek Mill, after being a champion for prison reform, kicking it with Robert Kraft and all those dudes, sound while still trying to, you know what I mean, portray the voice of the trenches who is still promoting murder, kill, rob, sell drugs. I want to hear how this shit's going to sound. It's going to sound amazing. I can't wait. Listen, there's a bunch of rappers right now that's blackballed. 6ix9ine, Tory, Quando Rondo, all blackballed. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm streaming tonight. That's on my save this stream. Yeah, I might. Am I still cool with Joe Budden? Of course, Joe Budden's my guy. You know, I'm disappointed. I told you I'm disappointed in Joe. But I'm disappointed in him just because I feel like he allowed, I don't want to even get into that situation, but I've never seen an audience turn on the person that built it. Like to the point where I'm seeing with Joe, like, or maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just the nature of his audience. Like, I feel niggas is supporting the Stooges just because they hate this nigga Joe. I don't know what Joe did to them niggas, man. Yeah, Joe, man, get your shit right. But Joe gonna be good, though. He's straight. He's straight. Nah, I'm not streaming. I'm just on, this is Instagram Live. Tonight, I'm going to do a nice stream. We're going to talk about the same topics again. This is why I don't want to save this. I'm going to talk about the same topics. We're going to get more in depth. You know, always keeping it honest. I see y'all asking certain questions, which, you know, it's just bear with me. Bear with me, okay? I can't wait for Pop Smoke album. I'm really wondering it's no way Pop Smoke's album, right, will be or could be sounding near the quality of the last project. That shit just fucking sounded amazing. That shit sounded like it was finished. Everybody who they inserted to like make I've never, name me a posthumous album that was better than that. That shit was better than Juice's album to me. I love Juice WRLD. Rest in peace. That was better than any X album to me that was posthumous. That was better than, didn't Mac Miller have a posthumous album? Yo, Dre, what's good, nigga? Tell you what? Yeah, no. I don't know if it could be that level of production again. If it is, first of all, that means if Pop's next album, and maybe I'll give the hot take here, I'll get more into it on stream. If Pop next album is anywhere near aim for the moon, shoot for the stars, or aim for the stars, shoot for the, yeah, whatever it is. If it's anywhere near that, Pop has officially graduated to legend status. Now, that's the hot take, and this is why it's a hot take. I don't think Pop Smoke's a legend because he died. Okay, I'm sorry to tell y'all. Okay, I love Pop Smoke. I think he made amazing music. I think his music was underappreciated, but because most of the impact with him has been since death, we ain't just gonna call everybody who died a legend. Actually, maybe he's a legend. He was gonna be a legend, but that's what I'm saying. I need one more album. Like, I think for Nipsey, they made Nipsey a legend after he died. And even though most of those reasons, I think, was probably non-musical, like, Nipsey made some good music, but I think the impact of his death, people were like, damn, if anybody could have this impact, they have to be a legend. But if we're just thinking about musically, if he was a legend, how come y'all didn't like none of the songs like that before he died? What happened? Y'all just started liking songs when y'all hear people dead? Somebody said legend does take time. You are right about that, and that's what I'm saying. Pop Smoke was gonna be a legend, but at the moment he died, and by the way, I think this was what Wack was saying. Maybe I should just back off this point, because niggas was killing Wack for that. At the moment they died, they weren't legend yet. So that's what I'm saying. For me, the legend, I'm not making you a legend because we all cried over you. I'm making you a legend because the music and effect of your works since then has been legendary status. The posthumous album for Pop Smoke was a classic to me. That's a classic album. So even though he passed away and he wasn't a legend, that posthumous album moved him right to the front of the line, and this nigga's a legend. You get me? Now this project, if it's anywhere near that, clearly it's a legend. I personally think XXXTentacion was a legend at the time he died. I would go to argue the music that's been released after he died hasn't helped his legend status. It's hurt it. But if he had stopped putting out music right when he died, I mean, he's still on all-time great list for me, but his musical contributions afterwards, and obviously we know when someone dies, estates and labels dealing with it. It doesn't help it doesn't help his legend status, if you get what I mean. You know, you got to be fair. You got to be fair. I don't want to talk or even think about other people's deaths. You feel me? Somebody said I'm disrespectful to Nipsey. No, that's not. Is that really disrespectful to Nipsey to say at the time of his death? Now, Victory Lap was getting a lot of, critical acclaim. It was getting a lot of critical acclaim. Okay, let me bring the Nipsey comment back. I think Nipsey was a West Coast legend at that time. At the time of his death, he was a West Coast legend. I don't think universally through rap, he was accepted as a legend at the moment when he died. You get me? I think through people finding out about his philanthropy, find out about his community service, find out about his, his really ideology of, black business, building your own community. A lot of that stuff that was always in his music, people realize maybe not for the music. And I'm not saying it's not for the music, but his message helped him be more of a legend after he died than his music. You get what I mean? I hope y'all get that. Because I know somebody will twist my words. His message and what he stood for helped him attain the legendary status after he died much more than the music he released. Well, what did they drop? Have they dropped posthumous Nipsey's music? There hasn't been a posthumous Nipsey album, is there? Am I tripping? Somebody said name a Nip's hit song. I can't. That joint with Belly, man, that's just fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just fire. Anyway, my attorney's calling me. Hopefully he's talking business. I will be on stream later on. I love y'all. We'll have a good conversation about whatever y'all want to talk about. Just save those topics or DM me. We'll get into it later.